evening. I'm Casey Nguyen.
And I am Madison Prince. Welcome to the NN News.
In world news, two men will talk to us about the ferry that sank in Korea.
Hello, my name is Sumin from New News, and our category is worldwide. We are going to talk about captain being accused of leaving the ship while passengers were in the sinking ship. Also, we're going to talk about the Nigerian attack. Lastly, we're going to talk about Chinese hackers. The Islamist group Boko Haram has been accused of killing at least 70 people in the attack on a village, northeast Nigeria, where close to hundreds of schoolgirls were seized. The day after, there were 118 people being killed in a double bombing in the center of Jos, blamed on Boko Haram. In the last attack, the village of Alagrano was by Boko Haram fighters, and they spent many hours on it. More than 200 girls caused international outrage and prompted foreign power, and they spent military advisors to assist the Nigeria's army. A correspondent said that people who live in the northeast of Nigeria are vulnerable to attack because there are many areas are no-go zone for military and insurgents operate freely. Boko Haram fighter arrives when there was close to midnight, and this makes many residents need to flee into many different bushes. 4 hours later, the militant left the village with their stolen flutes and vehicles. Every single building in the village had been torched. The searching for bodies is continued in Jos. The attacks targeted and crowded the market and hospital. The second blast had went off 30 minutes after the first killing rescue. The president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, said that those people who carried out the attack were the cruel and evil and fully committed to winning the war against terror. Chinese hackers were looking for classified information according to federal prospectors who have charged members of the Chinese military with cyber theft and more. They stole the secret specs of Westinghouse AP1000 power plants, the most high-tech nuclear power plants in the world. Westinghouse is currently building 4 of them in China, as well as ransacking solar world computers, swiping information about the solar panel makers, cash flow, manufacturing plants, and costs. They also broke into PCs at US Steel installed malware and identified computers that controlled to physical access to buildings, as well as looting the network credentials for nearly every single employee at Steelmaker, Allegheny Technologies Incorporated. They spied on emails at Steel, a manufacturer Alcoa, a few weeks after it partnered with a Chinese state-owned enterprise. At last, in defrost on emails at United Steelworkers Union during a trade dispute in China. Lee Jun-suk, the captain of the Seoul ferry, and 3 other crews were accused of leaving the ship as it was sinking while telling the passengers, who were mostly students on a school trip, telling them to stay still. The Seoul went down April 16, leaving about 300 people, mostly high school students, dead or missing. The incident, which is being attributed to overloading and delaying to safety standards, has caused an outpouring of grief and anger at government. South Korean President Park Geun-hye formally apologized on May 18 for a ferry disaster last month that killed about 300 passengers, mostly school children, and said that she would break up the Coast Guard because it had failed in its rescue mission. Police had cracked down on government critics as well as dictators of the victims, under a law that bans spreading false information that harms someone's reputation. Searchers and divers are looking for people believed to have been trapped in the sunken ferry Seoul in the water of the southern coast near Jindo, south of Seoul, South Korea, April 22, 2014. One by one, Coast Guard officers carried the newly covered bodies in white sheets from a boat to tents on the dock of this island, the first step in identifying a sharply rising number from the South Korean that sank a month ago.
Here is national news, broadcasted by Donnie.
Good day, my name is Donnie, and today for national news. Vietnam Hanoi measles disease in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, suffered a serious measles outbreak that killed more than 100 people, mostly children aged from 2 to 10. The government found many ways to hide the number of deaths from the public for 2 weeks of April by saying only 25 cases on Vietnam's Ministry of Health website, MOH. The Health Ministry Department Preventive Medicine will carry the measles vaccination to Haiphong, Quảng in the north, Thanh Hóa, Nghệ An province in the center, Ho Chi Minh City and Bình Dương province in the south. Over 1,000 people are making the Vietnamese national anthem video. On the 22nd of May 2014, more than 1,000 people across Vietnam joined together to make a music video of national anthem with a strong spirit towards the people who protected the country's seas and islands. In addition, the purpose of this video is to keep the Vietnamese spirit since China is placing an oil rig in the Vietnam Sea area on May 1st. The project was launched by the journalist Ngo Ba Loc, who invited a lot of artists, models for the first scene in Hanoi. The video will film a lot of places across Vietnam and the country itself. China military planes support illegal rig in Vietnam's water. China has used military planes to gut 1/3 ships surrounding the oil rig, was planted illegally in the East Vietnamese Sea. Around 9 a.m. on the 20th of May 2014, one military plane appeared in the sky of East Vietnamese Sea above the Vietnamese vessel, trying to persuade the Chinese to leave the area. The plane flew for 4 routes around the area at the height of 7 to 1,000 meters. Finding out things could be worse, after 30 minutes later it headed north and was soon out of sight. Thank you.
And in local news, disease has spread in epidemic level in Vietnam. Here is V, live at the hospital.
Recently, many hospitals in Ho Chi Minh City have reported that the hand, foot, and mouth disease and the dengue fever are spreading at an epidemic levels. So far, this year, 3 major facilities in the city, Children's Hospital 1, Children's Hospital 2, and the Hospital for the Tropical Diseases have treated more than 34,000 hand, foot, and mouth diseases patients and 3,200 dengue fever patients. Most of the hand, foot, mouth disease cases are mild, but in some cases, the disease can lead to death if not treated properly or in a timely manner. This disease starts with a fever, a poor appetite, a feeling of being unwell, and a sore throat. The sores are often in the back of the mouth, the rash is usually in the palms of the hands, and the soles of the feet. And it also may appear in the knees or elbows. Dengue fever, which used to occur mainly in June in the south and in September in the north, has been active early this year due to environmental and weather changes. The symptom of this disease can be known when the person has high fever, muscle pain, nausea, skin rash, which appears 3 to 4 days after the onset of fever. If your family member has this, please take them to the local hospital for treatment. Vietnam is in a rainy season. It is a perfect season for diseases to spread, so remember to look after yourself.
On sport news, here's Ken. Also, we have an exclusive interview with Ishmik captain Danny Hun, brought to you by Madison Prince.
Hello everyone. I'm currently at Ishmik to report you about the cancelling of Barista Volleyball at SIAC City Championship. Recently, Barista Volleyball tournament hosted by Ishmik has been cancelled due to some political problems. This is a great loss to many people and this is extremely sad for the fan of volleyball.
I think our volleyball team is overall a good team, however, because our main ace, Tony Jang, was unable to please CSAC, we lost to the SSIS team. But I think we're still a better team than SSIS because they suck.
That's nice. Are you happy with your achievements?
I'm very happy with my achievements, but I think we could have gotten first.
What would you do in the future to make your team better?
In the future, we should get more practices and they should get a better captain.
Thank you for the interview, Danny. Sora, Sandy, how do you feel about your recent achievements?
I think it's good, but we could have done better with Sora playing. Yeah, I don't know how!
And Sora?
Well, I think our team is pretty good. We came second overall out of 6 teams. Yeah, I'm really proud of my team.
Are you happy with all of your achievements?
Yeah, we're happy. We tried our best. Yeah, we had fun.
What would you do in the future to make your team better?
We would like more practice, like receivings and photos. Yeah, like improve our skills. And I would like to good luck to the grade 6 and 7s next year. Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you for the interview.
The Brazil World Cup is coming up in 21 days. All the fans around the world are extremely excited for the largest football festival in the planet. All stadiums are being completed quickly and they are reaching the point to be finished.
And for weather,
Hello, my name is Emily Yu and I'm the new news weather reporter. First of all, we're going to start the weather in Vietnam. On Monday in Hanoi, the highest temperature is 33 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. In Đà Lạt, the highest temperature is 32 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Lastly, in Da Nang, the highest temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Now I will talk about the weather where we're living. Ho Chi Minh City. On Monday, its highest temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. The humidity will be 58%. On Tuesday, the highest temperature is 35 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. The humidity is 1% higher than Monday, which is 59%. On Wednesday, the highest temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. The humidity of the day will be 60%. From Monday to Wednesday, there will be a chance of storms, so don't forget to bring your umbrella. On Thursday, the highest temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. The humidity will be 61%, which is higher than 1% than Wednesday. On Thursday, it will be partly cloudy. Lastly, on Friday, the highest temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. The humidity will be 66%. It has a chance of storm, so refer to the weather when you are out. Now let's move on to the world weather. In Cambodia, it's 36 degrees Celsius. In Bangkok, it's 33 degrees Celsius. In Tokyo, Japan, the temperature on Monday is 18 degrees Celsius. In Seoul, Korea, it's 18 degrees Celsius. In Beijing, China, it's 26 degrees Celsius. Next is Rome. Rome is 19 degrees Celsius on Monday. In London, the temperature is 14 degrees Celsius. Berlin is 20 degrees Celsius. Moscow, Russia is 15 degrees Celsius. Lastly, in New York, the temperature on Monday is 16 degrees Celsius.
Thank you for listening and good night.